Welcome to Still in Movement. I'm Ian Jorgensen. I help highly sensitive dancers and movers like you undo pain and tension in your body by resetting your mind and movement patterns. Let's begin. Hello, friend. I'm on the floor today. This is not what I had planned on doing today, but I don't have the emotional or physical energy to do what I planned, which actually dovetails quite nicely into this work. So before I go any farther, if you're able, I invite you to lie down on the floor as well. There's something quite wonderful about it. Maybe you'd like a little bit of support under your head. I have a couple of supports here under my head, just so that your head isn't falling backward when you lie down, or you're not trying to flatten your neck. You just have a little support. So, how does this dovetail? Well, it comes into meeting your body where it is, rather than trying to make it do something that you had planned. Now, my situation is in a kind of bigger context, but we can bring this to your basic movement. And we often try to make our body do certain movements, move in a certain way, whether or not that's really the best or even good for our bodies in that moment. And we're usually doing it because it's what we're used to. The wonderful thing, especially about being a highly sensitive mover, is that you already have the capacity to listen to your body. It's just a practice that we want to bring more and more into life. So what that means is starting to connect to where your body already is and allowing it to do what it's already doing, rather than trying to make it do something that you're about to do. And this was not at all my plan, but I'm going to demonstrate this and guide you through it if you'd like to come along. This whole process related to being on the floor and getting up off of the floor. I love this movement because it's beautifully complex and it involves so many different choices. And that is an important aspect as well. When we start to let go of what we think we have to do or what we're used to doing, many more options start to show up. So come lie down with me. Here we are on the ground. So that's something that's already happening. Your head is supported, your back is supported. All this wonderful support. Then we'll start to play with repatterning, shifting from the pattern or the trajectory that you're used to doing, the habit, I might say, that you're used to doing, and starting to replace it with something else. So we'll start to bring that habit out by having the desire to get up. So if I just throw that at myself, okay, get up, my impulse is to come forward, is to try to like roll up, just sit up. And I already noticed there's this tightening that happens in me, this preparatory tightening in order to get up. My legs start to engage a bit. And notice what happens in yourself when you give this kind of command. I don't love that word, but I'm going to throw it out there. this command to get up, what begins to happen in your body? Now, you're actually still lying on the floor. So you get to kinesthetically and mentally come back to just lying on the floor, and you can let go of that preparation to get up. Oh, so for me, when I do that, my head settles a little bit, my neck softens a little because it's not preparing to pull my head forward. My legs just let go a little. And when that happens, here's the pathway you're on of what you're used to doing with your body, whether or not it works. I mean, it works to an extent. I have a different definition of work. I don't just mean do you get it done, but can you accomplish it in a way that's fluid, that's easy, that feels good, that's not thrown away. That's closer to my definition of when I say, does it work? So here's the pathway you were on. We let go of that. We come back to where you just are. And that starts a new pathway. And when I start to let go of that initial impulse, I realize, oh, I could actually go this direction. I could go that direction. I probably won't because there's this stand here and that would make it more complicated. And I'm not going to choose the more complicated path unless there's some good reason to. So also when we let go of that initial path, we can accommodate and recognize what your body might want instead. You know, if you're having neck issues or back issues, you probably actually don't want to try to sit straight up or roll straight up. That's not going to feel very good. But it takes that moment to connect with it, to see how you're preparing, how your body is preparing, and let it go by recognizing where you already are. You're lying on the floor. You have a head. I said this before. It's crazy how quickly we forget we even have a head. We have limbs. The breath is moving. You don't have to make yourself breathe. It's already happening. So you connect with what's already happening. And then I have that impulse again to get up. And I notice for myself that impulse to roll forward is there again. Even though I just let it go, it's there again. Well, no surprise, that's a very old pattern. So if it shows up again in you, just go, oh yeah, I see that. And you come back kinesthetically again to what's already happening. Your head is supported. Your back is supported. The breath is moving. It's already moving. Now, as you play with actually coming to standing, or whatever your version of standing is, I'd like you to take 3 pauses in which you stop, take a moment to see and recognize what you're about to do and how that shows up in your body, and then kinesthetically come back to where you are. I'll talk it through as I'm doing it so you have a frame of reference, but you might do it in a different way. So I'm going to start to roll to my left. And right here, I'm going to pause. And I see in my body, there's this pull forward. I'm going to exaggerate it. There's this want to kind of, to tense up my belly, pull on my hips, pull my neck a little bit, because I think I need to do something now. And instead, I'm going to kinesthetically come back to where I am, which is actually my head is supported. I don't know if you just noticed that when I reminded myself my head is supported, it actually softened into the support and my head turned. Because when I was here, I was subtly preparing to lift my head. Oh, it's supported. My neck just let go. Oh, my breath is there. It's already breathing. I know I'm doing something with my right arm, preparing. So I'm just going to remind myself I have an arm and it wants to come a little closer into the ground. Okay, now that I've let go of that preparation, I can begin to just move. And then here I'm going to pause again because I know for myself, this is a point where it seems like, oh, I really got to do something now. So I'm going to see how I want to push, how I want to brace with my arms. Remind myself I have breath, it's already there, I have a head. I kind of forgot a little bit that I had a head because I was so focused on my arms. I was so focused on one part of my body. Okay, then I'm going to continue. And I'm going to pause here again. Okay, there's this preparatory push with my leg. I can feel my quads trying to tighten up. I forgot I had a head again. My head kind of was pulling into my belly a little bit to prepare to push with my arms and my leg. So I'm just going to say, you know what? That's not what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to come into the position I'm in and let myself be here and let go of that preparation. Okay, and then I thought I was going to push up, but actually I'm not. I'm going to take this leg back instead. That was a little surprise for me. I didn't know I was going to do that. And then I ended up standing, and now I'm back down. So, actually I'm going to come all the way back down because I don't like that position I was in. So, you can use these pauses in an activity you're doing to notice what is your body preparing to do? What do you think you're about to do and how is your body preparing? And then kinesthetically coming back into the position that you're already in and letting your body be there. And each time you do that, you're shifting off that pattern of just habit, which might be causing pain, contributing to your pain. It's not really using your body as easily and fluidly as you could. And you're shifting off of that and coming back into just letting your body be, and then you're moving from there. So you're setting these new patterns. Okay. I invite you to honor what your body needs in this moment, what it needs today. That's a real practice to recognize. And if you enjoyed this video, please let the mysterious algorithm know by commenting, liking, and subscribing. Leave any comments about what worked for you, what didn't, any questions you have. I read those, and they help me make future videos that will really speak to you and help you, because that is my goal. Thanks for joining me today. Until we meet again, take care.